So last night we had the Horse Mode CD release show, and it was a great time. It was a lot of friends were there, supporters. What an excellent crowd! Couldn't have asked for better. So during our set, my bass went out on the third song, kind of randomly. Did not expect it. I didn't think I kicked anything, or I didn't really use pedals on that song, so I was really shocked of why that could have happened. Um, well, anyway, I was trying to figure it out. At first, I checked all my connections, and everything seemed to be connected. Um, so that was step one, and I still can't quite figure out. On the back of my amp, there was some connection that was kind of weird. Um, Fixed that, and then I was getting like half volume. So I'm like, all right, something's still off. And then I checked my knobs on my pedals, and one of the knobs was down. I don't know how I possibly could have kicked it, because I didn't use any other pedals the minute prior to that. But it happened. Um, so, one thing that has been bothering me for a while is my pedal board. It has a lot of knobs, and sometimes when you turn on a pedal, you'll accidentally kick a knob, and then your setting gets off. Or sometimes when you're transporting your gear to a gig, a knob will get twisted. And if you know your own settings, that's fine, and you can fix it in the fly. But the problem is when there's like a billion knobs, sometimes your eyes just don't catch it right off the bat. So I tried taping for a while, and it did work for a little while. And I've been using electric tape for a good amount of time. Um, but recently I took off the tape because I had one issue where something got twisted even with the tape on, and I couldn't read the level because the tape was covering it. So I'm like, forget tape. Well, anyway, last night, maybe I should have left the tape on. So this morning I've been researching how to fix this whole problem of knobs turning on pedals, and a lot of forums said use washers. So I went out and I bought these washers at the hardware store, and I bought like a bunch of them in different sizes and shapes, and I put them on, and they didn't seem to do anything. So then I read more online, and then I got O-rings, these little tiny things, and once again they barely worked. And I was reading all sorts of theories and different ideas. There's one thing you can get that's really expensive, like really expensive, to supposedly make them not move. And then I came across this one suggestion that said to use the putty stuff that you use for posters. And I'm like, all right, well, it can't hurt because I use this stuff all the time at work. Putting them up in my classroom. And it doesn't really leave a mess. You can clean them up easily. So I'm like, let me try it. So I just tried it. And it's working like a charm. The knobs barely move. You have to like really twist them in order for them to move. But they do twist. So basically, if you want to make an adjustment in the middle of a practice or a set, you can. But they're not going to move easily. They're not going to be, you can't just kick it and move it easily. So I'm really excited about this. I'm going to throw them on most of my knobs at this point, and I think I'm on to something. So if you have a whole bunch of pedals and you have that same problem of knobs turning when you're transporting your pedal board, or maybe you accidentally stomp something too hard and you kick something, yeah, I think this is going to work. So I'm pretty excited. Anyway, that's it, and I hope this was helpful to my fellow musicians. Bye. Thank you.